Hey folks. So yeah, today we're going to talk about the other aspect of climate, which is called the disconfirming responses. I have another video also on climate, but it focuses on confirming responses. So these are disconfirming responses. These are the responses that make people feel, sort of small and insignificant, unimportant. Those are, within this climate topic. The disconfirming responses are those ones that make people feel smaller and less significant, less important, less welcome, etc. So they're kind of the more negative ones. And the first one is the impervious response. And with the impervious response, basically what we're doing is we're not letting other people in. And we're basically shutting off from the people and blocking listening to them, not even basically giving any kind of nonverbal or verbal signs that you've actually heard what they've said. And then we have the interrupting responses, is where you interrupt someone when they're in the middle of talking. They could be making a point and you just start talking right in the middle. That can be very disconfirming as well. If you've ever been at the dinner table and you have that one family member that always like interrupts you while you're trying to talk, that's a disconfirming response as well. And then the irrelevant response. This is a response that is basically irrelevant. It is a response that is not connected to what the other person has said at all. And then you have the tangential response. This is where you admit that the person said something, but then you take the conversation in a whole different direction. So you go off on a tangent based on what they've said. And then you have the impersonal response. With the impersonal response, this is like where people offer up a cliche to the other person. It's usually pretty disconfirming because it's some kind of a cliche that you might say to someone, "Oh, look on the bright side," or there's always tomorrow, and it doesn't really really help them, and it can be very bureaucratic as well, quite often. And then you have the incoherent response. This is where you basically don't make any sense at all. People do this especially when they're drunk, but yeah, they don't make any sense. And then the incongruous response, that's when your verbals and your nonverbals don't match each other. So maybe you're smiling, but at the same time you're flipping a person off, and actually I guess that's two nonverbals not matching. But maybe you're saying something nice, but you're gritting your teeth, and people can kind of tell you're not really meaning what you're saying. And there they are: the impervious, interrupting, irrelevant, tangential, impersonal, incoherent, and incongruous. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know if you have any questions.